For fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys go check out my sponsor U4GM Coins. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good, guys? It's VENM Fire here, back in the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a play that absolutely bagged some of the top passing formations in this year's game. It's going to stop the likes of gun bunch, tight offset, and pretty much any shotgun passing set that you guys are struggling against. So, right off the bat, this formation that we're going to be running is going to be the Big Dime 236 Sam. It's also called Big Dime 236 Will. This is going to be in the Miami Dolphins defensive playbook. That's definitely the best playbook. It's got all these formations: 3-4 odd, 3-4 bear, 3-3-5 wide, big nickel, 1-4-6, and 2-3-6. I made a full ebook on this defense. If you guys want to go check that out, you definitely can. But we're just going to be going over the 236 DB Fire 2. Now, couple of adjustments. You just want some fast guys off the corner. We got Jordan Lewis, we got Anthony Brown, and also if you have a pass rush ability, like a pass rush elite, you want to put him at D tackle. So I'm putting DeMarcus Lawrence at D tackle. He's gonna go crazy. You don't really need these DNs to do too much for you, but the D tackle is pretty important. You want them to be able to scream, help you out, and just sort of force your opponent to the edges, because you don't want them to be able to sit in the pocket. And specifically against this formation, it's going to be difficult for them to scramble outside the pocket. So you really want someone pass rushing up, especially from that D tackle slot, just to be able to pressure them a little bit more. So anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead, hop into our setup here. You guys see we have those two slot corners blitzing, and we have a cover 2 shell. So I'm just going to go over a couple of setups that I like to use. Specifically against this gun bunch here, but right off the bat I'm going to go over the most simple setup. All you're going to do is slant outside. That's going to be D-pad to the left with that right stick up, and then just quarterback contain. That's going to be left bumper, then right bumper, or L1 and R1. So you guys see that right of screen cornerback's already in a contain, so all you have to do is move this left corner in a contain. So we got two people. They're going to be screaming off the edge. So right off the bat, what I'm going to do is just block my running back. So I'm just going to block the running back. This is a look at the defense we have. Now, against gun bunch, the user that I like to be on is going to be this guy, because I feel like you always want a user to the bunch side. People like to throw corner routes. And for this first setup, what I also like to do is shade outside and shade over the top. That's just going to have them defend the corner routes a little bit better. You guys might have noticed Anthony Brown actually respotted. So that's not something we want, but we can deal with it. So then I like to put my players back in soft squats. I always like the player to the weak side in a cloud flat, but that's a little bit more advanced. You can just leave them in soft squats if you want. But with that being said, let's just go ahead, hike the ball right there. Now, you're not going to get pressure every time, but you guys see it's pretty quick pressure. Sometimes that cornerback will stream off the edge. I think I messed it up when I touched him. But you really just want to leave them the same. So again, I'm just slanting outside, containing. All you have to do is click on to one of these players. If they're both not in contains, you just move both them. Make sure that the corners are in the contains though, and that's pretty much it. You can go ahead and just sit in this defense, user the bunch side. You guys see everything was pretty much bagged. The deep in route that they're going to try and hit is also bagged by that vertical hook with Vander Esch. Let's just go ahead, hike the ball once again here, and boom, you guys see we got those contains. So if I try to scramble out with Rodgers, I'm going to get shedded immediately. If I don't block my running back, I should be getting instant pressure as well. So let's say I want to send my running back on a route or something. So let's just put him on a wheel route. Let's go ahead, hike the ball again. Boom. That outside corner on the right side now is going to get that shed. Now, sometimes the corner on the left will get sheds. It really does depend on how your opponent tries to block it. But it's going to be very difficult for him to block it. So another variation of this is just to send 7. So I could just blitz everybody like this, and then usually I'm going to use this safety right here. In case they have a streak, I have to bag that. But if you're sending 7, you want to get instant pressure. I could also actually use Woods here, and I could maybe man him up. I have to watch that deep post, but even if they block 7, he's going to get pressured up front, and there's going to be a lot that he's going to have to defend. You guys see we end up getting that pressure. We have those QB contains up at all times, so if they try to scramble out to the left or the right, they're getting shedded, so they have to sit in the pocket. Just something that's going to make a gun bunch or gun tight offset very difficult to run, simply just because of the fact that you want to roll out, hit the corner routes, you want to do a lot of different stuff. Again, I'm just going to sit in this same setup. You guys see Everything seems to be bagged, and you're going to get the sheds eventually. Now, I'm in online. A lot of the times, this cornerback shoots free, and he's just getting bumped a lot. But maybe I should just move him back. But trust me when I say that, you will get these cornerbacks coming free a lot of the time, especially if your opponent is going to do some weird stuff like double team. He might, mess up his offense. He's going to try to do a lot of things to block the blitz. So again, I'm just going to run this one more time, then we'll hop into some more advanced type of adjustments out of the defense. But you guys see, if he double teams, that corner's going to scream almost every single time. And, it's just really a frustrating blitz to go up against. Trust me, I've gone against this a lot of times when I was actually running bunch myself. There's really not a lot you can do. And because you don't know, I could send 5 every play, but now I'm going to show you guys a couple of setups that I'm not sending 5. So another one of these setups, it's going to be out of the same type of cover 2 shell. What I'm going to do is actually just put Y in a vert hook, and then I might just drop back fully in coverage here, something like this. And I'm still sending this corner off the right edge with Anthony Brown right there. You guys see, we're only blitzing 4. I could also, blitz 3. I could do something like this if I wanted to. Just really throw them off. But if you're running this blitz, you're going to get your opponent to basically want to max protect pretty much every play. And that's really what you want. You want to be in their head. You want them to block 7 people. And that's where you guys see we're still getting pressure. We only sent 4 there, but Anthony Brown still came off that edge clean. And we still forced his running back to pick him up. So if he tries to chop block, do any of that other stuff, it's going to be very difficult for him. Especially let's say he's trying to go, you're getting pressure off that left side a lot. So he wants to chop block this left corner, so he's going to double team. He's going to ID him. And then we're just going to hopefully scream with that pressure off the right side. You could also go ahead hover with your user, something like this as well. But boom, you guys see Anthony Brown scream. So if you really can't chop block out of this formation, out of gun bunch, you can't chop block against 2-3-6 just because you're going to get instant pressure just like we did right there. I mean, if they max protect, they can, but you're still going to be getting one-on-ones across the board. But with that being said, let's hop into our next setup. It's going to be, like I said, more advanced. One thing you're going to want to do is I like to base align and press, especially for this setup. But what you're going to do is just put B in an outside third. You're going to put the safety A in an inside third. Then you could also put RB in a curl flat. And yeah, I'll just start out with that. You also want to move him in though, because you want to give the look that you're blitzing every play no matter what. So I could blitz 3, but I want this look to look the same whether I'm blitzing 7 or I'm blitzing 3. That's going to be something key to the formation. You have to give him the exact same look every play. Otherwise, he's going to, expect, the cornerback's not on the line of scrimmage. He's not rushing. Nope. But again, this is a look that I like to use to stop corner routes, tight offset, gun bunch. Here, those pressed outside thirds really do stop it. And this cover 3 cloud type of a setup is really good specifically against gun bunch, because the only real cover 3 beater that works at this point in the year is going to be the deep corner one. So I have this B corner, he's going to be coming across. So let's say I go with the cover 3 beater. I think that he's in cover 3. I run something like this and boom. So in this cover 3 beater, you're going to be trying to hit B, but he's not going to be able to because we have a cover 2 on that left side, which is why you always want to run your cover 3 out of this setup to that right hand side. He's still going to have to worry about blocking that other corner, but right now he thinks you're blitzing both corners. Let's just go ahead, hike the ball. So even at a max protect, we're going to be getting that quick pressure, especially if you have D-line ability. If you run this defense, I definitely recommend getting at least 1 D-line ability up front, because your opponent's really going to be focused on blocking the edge heat. But if you have a D-line ability, he might even want to go maybe double team your D-lineman, and that's just going to open up pretty much everything for your corners. This is a setup where you can actually block 5, still have that cover 3 look. You're going to do basically the same exact thing, but all you're going to do differently is put Jalen Smith in a curl flat. Now here, you're pretty much in a tough spot with your user, because you do want to use that left side. If you wanted to get really adjusty, this is something you could go to, where I just man up X and I put LB in a curl flat, or I could leave him in a deep half. I could run something like this, but then you have to worry about crossing routes. I like to put him in that curl flat. I could even put him in a cloud flat as well. So something like this, if you want to get really adjusty, you really just want to mix things up. You guys see, boom, pretty much everything bagged. That corner route, look how good that corner route is bagged by Jalen Smith. And the outside third absolutely bags it. I want to show you guys the replay on that. Just look at the defense we had on that play. Now, my cornerback actually got messed up, so we didn't get that instant pressure like we would have. But you guys see, we still force a chop block. For some reason, my cornerback did get messed up there, but we still did force a chop block with the running back. So his running back can't block anybody, and then we just get 2 rushers coming through up front. And look at that, my user's bagging this in route right there. He does get the post open, but that's right before we get pressure. He's already going to the ground, and if he throws it right now, we can click onto the safety and make a play. As far as the corner route, take a look at the corner route being bagged. Now I wasn't base aligned here, so the outside third is going to play worse against the corner route. But Jalen Smith's going to absolutely pick that off, and you guys see the real key thing to running bunch and running the offense is being able to get out of the pocket. If you're not able to get out of the pocket, it's going to be a rough time for you running the offense, gun bunch, or any gun tight offset thing that you need to get out of the pocket for. There's not really a running thread of the offense. Now, this actually does pretty good against shotgun runs as well, but boom, just run this. Super simple. And this is definitely my go-to setup if I don't want to send all my people. But again, I just blitz. You guys see we don't get pressure, but look at that. The outside third bags the corner out, and I know that this isn't the fast developing corner out, but you guys pretty much get the gist. Just really do a lot. You can really get adjusty with this defense, as you guys saw. I could go with something like this, especially if I recognize him. I could actually even get really adjusty, maybe run something like this where I actually blitz that linebacker. Now, I actually don't like my contain to be super close, because then sometimes he gets that bad animation, but you could just blitz 6. You could really mix things up, send heat with your linebackers, and you guys see the soft squats really do bag those corner routes very well, and we're able to get very quick pressure. So that's going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We're on the road to 8K. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, and peace. I'm out of here.